Flappy's hauling scrap all over the south these days. Traded chicken feathers for rusty steel that pays. Back in Jones County was the hero who saved the plant. Delivered 30 loads of squawking birds when the whole crew flew and couldn't stand. Folks still talk on the CB about that legendary night, but the live haul life got old, so we swapped his Peterbilt for a big Kenworth and said good birds hello. Rust and iron, now he rolls I-65 with rebar, crushed cars and old fridges stacked high. Still can't drive a stick, not even in a popsicle, but he grinds gears like a champ and keeps on flying. Flappy lot, lizard nights, hold on, what a clang inside. Neon buzz of the Flying J on Alabama moonlight. He's all talk on the CB, but the lizards smell the fear. They circle that Kenworth like buzzards when the scrapyard's clear. Flappy lot, lizard nights, rust in the wind. Can't drive a stick, but he sure knows how to spin. He parked that big Kenworth in the shadows. He parked that engine finally still. Grabbed a moon pie and a popsicle, hoping for some sleep at the Flying J Grill. One lizard tapped his door and fishnets in a grin. Tried to swing the cab open like it was her own back end. Flappy kicked that door shut hard and yeah, and Flappy kicked that door shut hard and yelled, "Ma'am, this ain't no date." Then out of nowhere, 10 more charged like a cheap perfume stampede. Fishnets flapping, high heels clacking, lipstick smeared and wild. Flappy lot, lizard nights, hold on, what a clang inside. Neon buzz of the Flying J on Alabama moonlight. He's all talk on the CB, but the lizards smell the fear. They circle that Kenworth like buzzards when the scrapyard's clear. Flappy lot, lizard nights, rust in the wind. Can't drive a stick, but he sure knows how to spin. They rock the Kenworth side to side, banging doors and climbing stacks. Flappy's heart pounded harder than loose rebar in the back. He fired up that diesel, black smoke rolling thick. Threw it in gear with a grind you could hear in New Orleans and scream. Piss on this, I'm good. Back to Mississippi to my wife Betty Lou, and that's a fact. Flappy lot, lizard nights, he finally came through. All top turn action when the lizards came calling too. Hauling scrap all over the south, let the story be told. There's a drunken legend riding with a heart of rusty gold. Flappy lot, lizard nights, rust in the wind. Can't drive a stick, but he ran like the wind. Breaker 19, this here's Flappy, 10-4 on the Montgomery Flying J Nights. Headed home to Betty Lou, over and out.